All right, guys, welcome to Crypto Price Alerting, the home for the average investor. Yes, us, the average investor, everyday Joe Schmoes and Jane Does. No! Welcome to Crypto Growth for Security. Today is, guess what, everybody? It's called Bitcoin Pizza Day. Yeah, pizza. Exactly. Pizza Day. That's why Micah Saylor got right here on the screen. He has a pizza with Bitcoin all over the top of it. Because today is Bitcoin Pizza Day. All right? This Thursday, May 22nd, 2025. Now, Bitcoin always tends to have, Bitcoin Pizza Day always tends to have a positive effect on Bitcoin's price when the crypto market is in the bullish phase. See, so most people don't understand. They didn't know why Bitcoin is at an all-time high right now. Just as I last seen, it was 111,000. Let me see where it's at now. It's 8:56 a.m. May 22nd. Let me see where it's at right now. It was last time I looked, it was 111. Right now it's $198,298. $111,298. That's the price of Bitcoin. All new high. So usually when Bitcoin Pizza Day comes about in May, if the bull market, if the crypto price market is bullish, then the Pizza Day would have a positive effect and the price would pump. But no one knew that it was going to pump it to go from 104 to 103,000 all the way through the all-time high of 110 that was back in when was that? Back in January, 110,000, right? So I meant to make this video about 2 days ago to warn everybody that Bitcoin Pizza Day is coming on Thursday, and that for those who in our investment group that we have over on Patreon, that I teach to do leverage trades, that you should be looking to do a long on, because as long as, and the market is bullish, as long as the market's in a bullish momentum, and it was, remember it went up from a couple of weeks ago from 76,000 up through to 104,000, right? 105, I think it got all the way up to 107 or something like that, right? And so it was ranging around 103 and 104,000 for weeks now. So that's a bullish phase. So now timing that with the Bitcoin Pizza Day coming today, that's why I wanted to make it a little earlier, but I didn't have time. I was teaching ministry and doing all of the other stuff that I'm like, you know what? Let me at least make it in the morning today to let people know why the market is up. Because when the market is up like this, I teach that you should start to take profits. I'm not teaching my portfolio no more that you just buy and hold. I believe you sell on the highs and you buy on the lows, ebb and flows. You trade your portfolio, you understand? So if Bitcoin is 111,000 right now, we don't know how high it's gonna go. And if you've been riding it since it was 103,000, I say take that profit that you made from 103 to 111,000, lock that away on the USDT, on the stable coin, right? And then once it retraces, because it's always going to retrace, it's always ebb and flow, then you take that profit and you put it back down at wherever it retraces. If it retraces back to 103, you got the profit now with your initial back at 103, right? So that's how you're supposed to trade this thing, okay? You buy on red days, you buy on the flows, on the dips. Always buy the dip, never buy the mountains, all right? That's a lack of a scholarship in investing, that you don't know, you don't understand that you have to trade this market. It's always about getting the best position, okay? Now, today is Bitcoin Pizza Day, all right? Now the market is up, but guess what else? With that's why I wanted to make it 2 days ago, and I'm sorry, I apologize to my investment group. I should have been on it to tell y'all, but not only is today Bitcoin Pizza Day, it also aligns with the infamous crypto dinner being hosted by Donald Trump for the top 200 holders of his Trump meme coin. So today is Bitcoin Pizza Day, and it's Trump's dinner today for 200 of the top holders of his meme coin. right? And these are multi-millionaires, right? And they're paying probably hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s a plate. You know what would be really funny? Imagine if Trump, because Trump is a comedian, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did this or not. Trump he'd be smart. I would do it. I'll be like, just as a gag, I'll be like, because it's Bitcoin Pizza Day, and today is my meme coin dinner, well, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna serve pizza, right? For your $100,000 plates. It goes with the theme. Oh, that would save a lot of money. We're gonna serve pizza on Bitcoin Pizza Day at our dinner, right? That would actually be really funny if he did that, right? Right? But in all seriousness, the timing the Bitcoin Pizza Day with Trump's dinner, and then the market already in a bullish phase, because it almost reached an all-time high when it went up to 107,000. That's anybody who knows technical analysis and fundamentals, the timing of that, it should have spiked. I knew it would spike, but I didn't know it would spike to go through the all-time high, okay? Now, one thing I do want to state, that I think the cryptocurrency community need to rethink naming the Pizza Day, right? Because the whole pizza thing with crypto is giving kind of creepy Diddy vibes. You know what I mean? Like, for those who know, you know, right? And Diddy doing the trial. I don't want my crypto having nothing to do with nobody's pizza, right? Because y'all already know nobody's pizza, not their pizza gate. Yeah, y'all know what I mean, right? I think they need to rethink changing that whole pizza thing. Maybe a pizza burger day, pizza french fry day or something. I don't know, anything but pizza. You know what I mean? Pizza's kind of tainted to be having that tied with with our cryptocurrency. You heard? Y'all remember the thing from that online, what you call that place? Online furniture store. They were selling like file cabinets with children's names and stuff on it and all that. We don't want Bitcoin, had nothing to do with pizza. All right. Now, and some of the news, update some of the news. Today, strategies, Bitcoin, Michael Saylor, his strategy, his Bitcoin, strategies Bitcoin bet sees over $230 billion in gains as Bitcoin tops record 110,000. He got more because it's 111,000 right now. Yep, 111,481,000. Wow, that's crazy. All right. Shout out to everybody holding that Bitcoin. I've been telling y'all when it was 20,000 on our investment group on this channel too. I got some of those videos up. I've been telling y'all when it was 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 buy. Remember the 60 is shot up. That one day is shot up to 100,000, right? I've been telling y'all to buy. I told y'all to buy this dip when it was 76,000 a couple of weeks ago. Buy the dip, boy. If I would have had extra money, I would have bought all tons of that 76. I wish I had tons of money. I would have bought. Matter of fact, one of the dudes in our investment group, Rohan, and I've been trying to tell him to join the investment group for weeks, and he kept procrastinating, right? So he finally joined a couple of weeks, last week or so, a couple of weeks ago, whatever. And I convinced him to buy it. Bitcoin was at 94. I think he had like 5,000 he wanted to put in. I told him to do it. I'm like, just get it at the 94. Just trust me, just get it. And he did it, but he only put 3,000 because he didn't go through all of the security for cracking, right? But he put something, but he wanted to put 10. Now, listen clearly. He put the 3,000 at 94 today. This only a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Today it's 111,000 right now. Y'all understand? Only currency, only market on the earth that you can get gains that fast. You understand? Now, I wanted him to join the investment group weeks ago. He would have been able to join, and he had initially 10,000. Now, if he would have listened when I told him to join it first and bought the Bitcoin, put the 10,000 at 76, that was 2 weeks ago, about 2-3 weeks ago. He would have got it at 76,000, and today it's 111,000. 10 G's. Y'all understand? That's why you got to know what you're doing. And Rohan, if you see this video, take your profit today off your 3, 4, whatever, how much 3,000 you put in. Take your profit, lock that into a US stable coin. Right now, when it's 11 something, that's not financial advice, spiritual discernment. We don't give financial advice, just spiritual discernment. I would, let me not say take your profit. This is what I would do. I would take my profit at 111,000 and then leave my initial, and then when it retraces, because it's always going to do an ebb and flow, it's going to retrace. When it retraces, then I put my profit, the money that I made back. Now I got all of that, my money, my initial plus my profit at this lower price. And then you keep rinse and repeat, and you have to trade your portfolio, guys. Not financial advice, what I teach the investment group. We trading our portfolio now. You just going riding round trips all the time. All right, so Michael Saylor's strategy is sitting at over $23 billion in paper profits as Bitcoin surged past 110,000 for the first time on record, boosting the company's holdings to 63 billion. Michael Saylor is killing the game with his crypto stock thing that he's doing, killing it. So it's even more because it was 110,000. This 23 billion is even more now. It's 111. You heard? About 111.5 right now. All right. This is Bitcoin was at 107, 108, 109, and was knocking on 110. It already didn't pass there. They need a new door. 111. They need a new door. It's already passed to 112. We knocking on 112,000. This was the chart when it was at 110. That's the increase in the chart of the Bitcoin. Just in, President Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, says the Genius Act stablecoin bill is set to pass with strong bipartisan backing. Okay? Now, I got a crazy news story that's going to end tonight's show, this morning's show. Now, this Genius Act, so United States is striving to be number one in cryptocurrency. All the world's countries and cities and states and everything, everybody's in cryptocurrency. The world, I've been teaching y'all, I've been saying this for years, it's going from fiat physical dollars to currency to digital, and Bitcoin is the king. Right? Now, so United States is going to pass, they had a Genius Act stablecoin bill and they shot it down, and now it's coming back. They're going to pass it. It's going to pass, okay? Eventually. So I'll be trying to tell people all over YouTube and everything, y'all need to learn. That's why I got the investment group. Y'all need to learn this, and you need to understand that you can ignore it all you want, but the rest of the world is not. They're buying and they're investing. Today, Fear and Greed Index is around 70. All of this is today's news this morning, right? It's a decent, you don't want to buy when it's in the green. You never buy when it's in extreme greed. Greed to extreme greed, that's not when you buy. That's when you take profits or sell, depending on what you're doing. You're supposed to buy over here when it's more bearish, right? In the middle, or fear. And when they get to extreme fear, that's when you're supposed to load up. You put the kitchen sink here. That's where you make your money. The money you made in digital currency is buying here and selling, taking profits over here. You never buy when it's in extreme greed, ever. That's not how you trade. All right, Cynthia Loomis, the senator, she said, this is what I've been saying. Americans are ready to upgrade our reserves. She said, Americans want Bitcoin. 4 in 5 Americans will convert some US gold reserves in Bitcoin. The Nakamoto Project was surveyed 3,345 Americans about their desire. They surveyed 3,345 Americans about their desire to convert US gold reserves to Bitcoin. It says most Americans want 1 to 30% conversion. The median preferred conversion is 10%, and young Americans want more Bitcoin. That is a fact. Young Americans is on the bandwagon. Your old dogs, you better get in. I'm trying to teach you new tricks. You better get down with the digital. Crypto growth and security. All right? That's why I changed the name from Crypto Price Alerting to Growth and Security. I'm teaching you how to grow the crypto and how to secure it. Secure the bag. All right, breaking news. Texas approves the strategic Bitcoin reserve bill in the House. It now heads to the governor for final approval. Texas is on board. Florida is on board. All these, every state, Washington, Dakota, like these states, North and South, these states are on board. Everybody going to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Get down or lay down. Y'all better wake up. Just in, Volatility shares to launch the first ever XRP futures ETF tomorrow under the ticker XRPI. So tomorrow, XRPI ETF futures, a stock of a crypto stock, future ETF with exchangeable trading fund will be on the stock exchange. It says tomorrow. All right. Shout out to all the XRP holders. XRP is up right now too. I'm an XRP, I'm a Bitcoin, and then an XRP second proponent, all right? Now, I've been talking about the ETFs back from when IBIT and Fidelity, back in January 2020, on this channel, 2024. I bought IBIT and I bought Fidelity when it dropped, and I told everybody to get some. Oh, it was slow at first for about 3 months. Now it's almost up three times the amount, 300%. In 1 year. There's no other investment, stocks, investments that make this amount of gains if you know what you're doing. Yeah, I bought some. I put what little I had, and it's up triple. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting. I ain't touching my ETF. I bought it back in January. I wish, and I'm Fulio, because I was supposed to get it the first day. I mean, when it really was dropped low, because everybody was scared. Like, it's a big bust. It's a bust. But I bought about a week after it had started to go up a little. But I could have got it at the dirt bottom. It's probably be over 3x. But yeah, I'm holding that. Long haul. Ain't touching that. All right? So if you can, well, they got a lot of crazy ones. I'll be able to teach y'all, not financial advice, which ones of these ETFs to purchase. You got to be strategic. Okay? Right, because you had IBIT, Fidelity, Bitwise, right, and you had iShares too, but and Grayscale, and I had the three: Grayscale, Fidelity, and IBIT. But then Grayscale was doing some crazy stuff, so I dumped it. Got a little Bitwise, but I put it in my IBIT, that's BlackRock, and my Fidelity, and that was a smart move. So it's always about having intelligence when trading. You have to know what you're doing. Just in, Michael Saylor says, if you're not buying Bitcoin at its all-time high, you're leaving money on the table. Wrong. I don't agree. This is institutions telling you this. Never buy none of these coins at their all-time high. This is them trying to unload on you, telling you should buy them at the all-time high. No. It's at an all-time high right now, 111. Do not buy it right now. Wait until it retraces. It might go up to 112. Just calm. The tortoise and the hare. Slow wins the race. Just be calm. You wait, okay, go to 112. If you go to 113, okay, cool. I'm just waiting for the retrace. Once the retrace happens, that's when you buy. Once you see it dip down, and I don't care if it only goes down to 107, if it goes down to 16, 104, 108, a nice dip, then you buy. Never at the altar, never buy at the top of the mountain. Don't listen to this. That's them unloading their bags on you. Just in, Bitcoin has surpassed Amazon and Google to become the world's 5th largest asset by market capitalization. Now it says 2.1 billion, 2 trillion 158 billion. Sorry guys, sorry. 2 trillion 158 billion. I'm telling you, this will be number one. Uncle Yahya, known as Uncle Yahshua, said on May 22nd, 2025, Bitcoin will be up here. Later, mark my words. I always do this. And everything I be saying on this channel, it be coming to pass. You know people by their fruit. All right? That's what the scripture says. You know them by their fruit. All right? Now, the Bitcoin will be number one. Over gold, over everything. World's asset. breaking Bitcoin hits all new high. This is how the chart look. See, that's what you wait for, these retraces. You see? I think this was the one when it just went down to 72, right? I think this was about 107, and then it dropped down all the way down to 72. You're supposed to buy in this retrace. And look, you'd have bought in here, now it's up. And now you be ready to start take your profits here and wait for another retrace, and hopefully then it goes up. So that's what it does. It don't go up in one straight line. You'll get a shoot up like this and this, but if you don't catch that before, you're supposed to catch this shoot up right here. You see? You're supposed to catch this shoot up, honestly, right here. See? Catch this one right here. Then you could have caught this little one. Okay? All right. That's how you trade your portfolio. All right. Breaking news. This is the news story for tonight, this morning. U.S. tourists lost $123,000 in Bitcoin and in XRP after allegedly being drugged and robbed in London, England. All right, now this is the deal. You have to be careful because everybody's in Bitcoin and now they got new crimes because there's a lot of millionaires being made. This story right here, this U.S. tourist, he lost $123,000 in Bitcoin and XRP. And he said he was drugged and robbed. An American tourist visiting London on a brief layover claims he was drugged and robbed by a fake Uber driver who stole $123,000 worth of Bitcoin and XRP. All right, I'm not laughing that he got robbed. I'm laughing because it was an Uber driver. He said a fake Uber driver, okay? Jacob Irwin Klein, a 30-year-old former software developer and a crypto investor from Portland, Oregon. Shout out to Oregon. Oregon's always in the news doing something, right? These Oregonites, y'all always up to something. They always in the news. All right. So Jacob Irwin Klein said the incident occurred when he was visiting his parents in London, England, after a night out at the Roxy nightclub in Soho on May 9th. Jacob called an Uber using his app on his phone at around 1:30 in the morning. He was approached by a driver who appeared to match the profile that was shown in his app, and the driver called out the alias linked to his Uber account. So he thought it was his driver. However, the vehicle that the driver was driving in was a dark sedan, but that's not what the app said the Uber was supposed to be. The app said the Uber was supposed to be a Toyota Prius, but he pulled up in a dark sedan. Jacob should have questioned that. Don't get in these people's car, bro. Always question. If everything don't match, you go to that license plate in the back. You understand? Make sure everything match. Not just because he's saying your name, which is kind of weird that he knew his alias name or something. Make sure everything matches. The car didn't match. The Jacob Irwin, the Bitcoin investor, he said that when he got into the car, he accepted a cigarette from the driver and he began feeling disoriented right after he smoked the cigarette. He believes the cigarette may have been laced with scopolamine. I don't know what this drug is. It was laced with scopolamine, also known as the devil's breath. Boy, these names. This dude then laced his cigarette with the devil's breath, scopolamine. This is a powerful drug known for causing blackouts and loss of control. However, no toxicology test was conducted to confirm the presence of scopolamine or any other substance, according to the report. While in a semi-conscious state, Jacob said that the driver requested access to his cell phone and he obtained his passcode. I'm guessing because he was under the influence of the drug or something. And Jacob alleges that he was later ordered out of the vehicle and that the vehicle partially struck him as the driver fled with his phone. So not only did the driver rob him of his crypto, he drugged him, put him out the car, and then hit him with the car. That's crazy. okay, and took his phone. After returning to his hostel with the help of a bystander, Jacob discovered that his laptop had been remotely wiped and he was locked out of his digital accounts. With help from a flatmate, from someone who's sharing the room with him of his flat in the US, the techie later regained access and found that approximately $123,000 in crypto had been withdrawn from his wallet, including around $73,000 in XRP and $50,000 in Bitcoin. Wow. Bro. Screenshots that he shared with My London, I guess that's a England newspaper or whatever. Screenshots that he shared with My London show that his XRP wallet balance dropped to less than $1,000, while his Bitcoin wallet fell to under $10 during the incident. Yo, that's crazy. That's not cool, dude. So he had 50,000 in Bitcoin, and they took it all and left him $10. And he had 73,000 in XRP, and they left him less than $1,000. And it's crazy because this was back May 9th, so the price was even lower. So that 50,000 now it's over 111. That's at an all-time high, and XRP is up too. So that amount is way more. That XRP will probably be around 90,000 now, and that Bitcoin probably be around 60,000 or something like that right now. Screenshots showed that they drained the wallet. Jacob said that the crypto loss amounted to nearly everything that he owned, and that this experience left him sleepless for 3 days. The Metropolitan Police confirmed they received a report about the theft at 4:48 a.m. on May 9th. Police stated that a 30-year-old man reported having his phone stolen in Princess Square after a taxi journey, and that he also claimed approximately $150,000 worth of crypto assets have been taken from his accounts following the incident. The FBI's Virtual Assets Unit is investigating the case, though Jacob said there is less than 1% chance of recovering the funds. I agree. Literally 0% chance. Do not play with your crypto. That's why I named this channel Crypto Growth and Security. You need to have that in a cold storage wallet, locked into one that's air-gapped. You understand? Not with you, no access on your phone and on your laptop. Guys, you have to secure. Y'all need to subscribe to this channel. Y'all need to join our investment group on Patreon. I'll start promoting it later. But the security of the crypto is everything. Everybody teach you to get the bag, but they not teach you how to secure the bag. You have to secure your digital assets. The incident has been reported to Action Fraud and to Uber, with the Uber company calling the experience totally unacceptable and launching their own investigation. All right, wow, what a story. It's U.S. tourists. Crypto growth and security. Another one down. All right, that was this morning's news. Remember, today is Bitcoin Pizza Day, and Donald Trump's dinner is tonight. That's why Bitcoin's at an all-time high. My spiritual advice, not financial advice, is make sure you take your profits on this peak, on this all-time high. Do not ride it back down, and then wait till the dip and buy back in. Okay? All right. I love y'all. See y'all in the next video. This is not financial advice, guys. Remember, love the Most High, y'all. We out. Let go.